Alright, you lot. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another Japan video, Chris? Haven't you covered every nook and cranny of this place? And you know what? You're not entirely wrong. I mean, I've scaled Mount Fuji, wandered through the neon jungles of Tokyo, and even braved the bullet train vending machine coffee. But Japan, my friends, is a land of hidden depths, like a bowl of ramen with extra toppings you discover at the bottom. Today we're ditching the guidebooks, tossing out the tourist traps and venturing off the beaten path to uncover 6 incredible places in Japan that most travelers, even seasoned veterans like myself, might not even know exist. We're talking about ancient samurai escapes, volcanic islands straight out of a fantasy novel, and ghost towns frozen in time. These places aren't just geographically hidden, they offer a glimpse into the real soul of Japan, the kind of experiences that stay with you long after the konbini snacks have run out. So buckle up, grab your virtual Japan rail pass and get ready for an adventure. Oh, and stick around until the end because I've got a bonus travel tip that'll have you booking your flights faster than you can say kawaii. Right, let's kick things off with a location that's as remote as it is spectacular. I'm talking about Aogashima Island, a volcanic island so far flung from mainland Japan that it's practically a country in its own right. Seriously, this place is so far out there it makes Hokkaido look like a next-door neighbor. Now getting to Aogashima is an adventure in itself. We're talking planes, ferries, maybe even a helicopter ride if the weather's being a bit British. First, you'll catch a flight to Ouchi-Juku Island, which by the way is no walk in the park either. Then, you've got 2 choices. Brave the waves on a ferry or splash out literally on a helicopter ride. Trust me, the views alone are worth the airfare. But here's the thing that makes Aogashima truly mind-blowing. It's an active volcano. And not just any volcano. People actually live inside the caldera, the collapsed center of the volcano. Imagine waking up every morning, looking out your window and seeing volcanic cliffs staring back at you. It's like something out of a Jules Verne novel. Now don't worry, the volcano's been dormant for a while. But you can still feel the heat, literally, in the ground and the steaming hot springs. So what is there to do on a volcanic island in the middle of the Pacific? Well, you won't find any fancy hotels or tourist traps here, mate. Aogashima is all about raw, untamed, natural beauty. Think dramatic cliffs plunging into the ocean, lush green valleys, and a sense of isolation that's both exhilarating and slightly terrifying. One of the coolest things to do is hike up to the rim of the caldera. It's a bit of a climb, but the panoramic views from the top are absolutely gobsmacking. You can see the entire island spread out before you, with the vast Pacific Ocean stretching out to the horizon. It's enough to make you feel like you're the only person left on Earth. And if all that hiking has worked up a sweat, you can always take a dip in one of the island's volcanic hot springs. The most famous one is called Furai Onsen, and it's about as authentic as it gets. Imagine soaking in steaming hot water, surrounded by volcanic rocks, with the sound of the waves crashing against the cliffs in the distance. Pure bliss. Now, a trip to Aogashima wouldn't be complete without experiencing the local life. And trust me, this isn't your typical tourist fare. We're talking about a tiny community of around 200 people who have lived on this volcanic island for generations, completely in tune with the rhythm of nature. The food, in particular, is something special. Because of the island's isolation, they've got their own unique culinary traditions. Think fresh seafood like flying fish, caught right off the coast, and a local spirit called shochu that's distilled from sweet potatoes. It packs a punch, let me tell you. One of the most unforgettable experiences I had on Aogashima was simply wandering through the village, chatting with the locals and soaking up the atmosphere. There's a real sense of community here, a feeling that everyone is in on this incredible secret, this hidden gem in the vast Pacific. Honestly, being on Aogashima felt like stepping onto a deserted planet. It was just me, this incredible volcanic landscape, and a sense of adventure that's hard to find anywhere else on Earth. It's the kind of place that stays with you long after you leave, a reminder that sometimes the most incredible adventures are found in the most unexpected places. Right, from volcanic islands, we're heading inland to a place that's straight out of a sci-fi movie. I'm talking about Genbudo Cave Park, home to some of the most bizarre and beautiful rock formations you'll ever lay eyes on. Now, when I first saw pictures of this place, I thought it was some kind of CGI trickery. But nope, this is the real deal. A natural wonder millions of years in the making. We're talking about towering cliffs made entirely of hexagonal basalt columns, like something you'd find in a superhero's lair. These columns were formed by cooling lava flows over 1.6 million years ago, and the result is, frankly, mind-boggling. But Genbudo isn't just about pretty rocks. There's a whole network of caves to explore, each one more impressive than the last. Some of them are massive, with ceilings so high you could fit a double-decker bus in there. And the acoustics are incredible. The sound of dripping water echoing through the caves is like some kind of ethereal symphony. Now, the main attraction at Genbudo is, of course, the caves themselves. And let me tell you, walking into one of these caves is like stepping into another world. It's cool, damp, and eerily silent except for the sound of your own footsteps echoing off the ancient stone. You've got to imagine, these caves have been here for millions of years, witnessing the entire history of humanity unfold. They've seen it all, from the rise and fall of empires to the invention of the internet. And yet they remain, standing as a testament to the awesome power of nature. The play of light and shadow inside the caves is incredible. Beams of sunlight filter through cracks in the ceiling, illuminating the hexagonal columns and creating an almost otherworldly atmosphere. It's no wonder that Genbudo has been a site of spiritual significance for centuries, with many believing it to be a sacred place of power. Now, while the caves are the main attraction at Genbudo, there's more to see and do in this geological wonderland. For example, there's the Genbudo Museum, where you can nerd out on all things geology. They've got all sorts of fascinating exhibits on the formation of the basalt columns, as well as a collection of rare minerals and fossils found in the area. It's a great place to learn about the science behind this incredible natural phenomenon. And if you're looking for the best views in the park, make your way to the hidden viewpoint overlooking the Maruyama River. From here, you can see the entire expanse of the basalt cliffs stretching out before you, with the river winding its way through the valley below. It's particularly stunning at sunset when the sky turns a fiery orange and the cliffs glow in the fading light. Trust me, it's the perfect spot for a bit of quiet contemplation or, you know, a cheeky Instagram photo shoot. Right lads, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into Japanese mythology. You see, Takachiho Gorge isn't just some random bunch of cliffs and waterfalls. Legend has it, this is where Amaterasu, the sun goddess herself, descended from the heavens. Can you imagine, eh? They say she got into a bit of a tiff with her brother Susanoo, the storm god. He was causing a right ruckus up in heaven, trashing her rice fields and even flinging a dead pony at her loom. Who does that? Anyway, she was so upset that she hid herself away in a cave here in Takachiho. And let me tell you, this place is straight out of a fairy tale. Towering basalt cliffs, hundreds of feet high, carved by the Gokasi River over millennia, waterfalls cascading down moss-covered rocks, creating this ethereal mist that hangs over the gorge. It's like stepping back in time to a Japan untouched by modernity. Honestly, you half expect to see a Teng, those mythical mountain goblins perched on a rock watching your every move. But don't worry, I'm sure they're more interested in the delicious dango dumplings they sell here than in bothering tourists. Now, the best way to experience Takachiho Gorge to truly soak in its beauty is to grab a boat and row yourself down the river. Yeah, you heard me right, row. It's not as hard as it sounds, I promise. You can rent these little wooden boats down by the gorge and off you pop, gently gliding along the emerald green water. The cliffs rise up on either side of you, their sheer scale almost intimidating. You'll pass under waterfalls, feeling the cool spray on your face, and maybe even spot a kingfisher darting through the trees. But here's the pro tip. Try to visit in autumn, when the leaves are ablaze with color, or after a good rain, when the waterfalls are at their most dramatic. Trust me, it's a sight you won't soon forget. And as you're rowing along, keep an eye out for the Amano Iwado Shrine. This sacred spot, nestled into the base of the cliff, marks the entrance to the very cave where Amaterasu is said to have hidden herself. It's a powerful place steeped in history and legend. Now, after a hard day's rowing, you'll want to treat yourself to a bit of local culture. And what better way than to witness a kagura performance? These ancient Shinto dances performed at night at Takachiho Shrine tell the story of Amaterasu and the other gods. Imagine this, the shrine lit by flickering lanterns, the air thick with incense, and these elaborately costumed dancers moving gracefully across the stage. Each movement, each gesture is imbued with centuries of tradition, telling tales of creation, of conflict, and of the triumph of light over darkness. It's mesmerizing, almost hypnotic, watching these stories unfold before your very eyes. You can practically feel the presence of the gods all around you, their energy vibrating in the air. It's an experience that stays with you long after the last drumbeat fades away. So there you have it, Takachiho Gorge. A place where myth and reality collide, where ancient legends come to life amidst breathtaking scenery. If you're looking for a truly unforgettable Japanese adventure, look no further. Just watch out for those tang, alright? Right folks, let's hop on the Shinkansen and speed our way north to the mountains of Fukushima. Our next stop is Ouchi-Juku, a place so well preserved it's like stepping straight into an Edo-era woodblock print. Imagine this, a narrow street winding its way through a valley lined with traditional thatched roof houses. No concrete, no power lines, no garish neon signs, just the gentle glow of paper lanterns and the smell of wood smoke in the air. This charming little village was once a bustling post town, a vital link in the network of roads that crisscrossed Japan during the Edo-Period. Samurai warriors, merchants, and pilgrims would have all passed through here, seeking rest and refreshment on their journeys. And here's the kicker, Ouchi-Juku has remained virtually unchanged for centuries. Many of these houses, with their thick, sloping roofs designed to withstand the heavy winter snow, are still lived in today. It's like stepping back in time to a Japan that time forgot. Now, as you wander down the main street, you'll notice a distinct lack of modern amenities. No Starbucks, no convenience stores, no flashing pachinko parlors. Instead, you'll find traditional shops and guest houses, many of them still run by the same families for generations. Pop into one of the tea houses for a cup of steaming green tea and a sweet treat. Or if you're feeling peckish, try the local specialty negi soba. This hearty noodle soup, served with a long green onion instead of chopsticks, is a real taste of old Japan. And speaking of old Japan, don't forget to look up. The thatched roofs of Ouchi-Juku are a sight to behold. Made from layers of kaya grass, these roofs are incredibly durable, lasting for decades with proper maintenance. In fact, the villagers take great pride in preserving their heritage, and every few years they'll gather together for a massive rethatching ceremony. It's quite the spectacle, with hundreds of people working together to replace the aging roofs, ensuring that Ouchi-Juku retains its unique charm for generations to come. Now, if you're feeling energetic, take a short hike up the hillside to the scenic viewpoint. From here, you'll be rewarded with panoramic views of the entire village, nestled snugly in its mountain valley. The sight of those perfectly preserved thatched roofs, surrounded by the lush greenery of the mountains, is truly breathtaking. It's the kind of view that makes you want to whip out your camera, or your sketchbook, and try to capture its timeless beauty. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the village, you can almost imagine yourself transported back to the Edo period. Samurai warriors striding down the street, merchants hawking their wares, the sound of shamisen music drifting from a nearby tea house. And as you bid farewell to Ouchi-Juku, you'll carry a little piece of its magic with you. A reminder that even in our fast-paced modern world, there are still places where time seems to stand still, where the past is not forgotten but celebrated. Let's head to Shikoku, the smallest of Japan's main islands. Tucked away in its mountainous heart is the Iwaiya Valley, a place so remote it's like stepping into a Kurosawa film. Misty mountains, ancient forests, and incredible vine bridges, the Kazurabashi. The Iwaiya Valley was once a refuge for defeated samurai. They used these vine bridges to escape their pursuers. Imagine being chased through these mountains, your only escape a rickety bridge. Makes you sweat just thinking about it, eh? These bridges were a way of life for the people here. Made from mountain vines, they're surprisingly strong. You can feel the bridge sway beneath your feet, hear the wind whistling through the valley. It's a testament to human resilience living in harmony with nature. If you're up for an adventure, the Iya Valley is calling. Pack your hiking boots, grab your camera, and get ready to be blown away by the raw beauty and hidden history of this incredible place. Here we are, standing at the edge of the Iya Valley. Photos don't do this place justice. The scale is immense, with lush green mountains shrouded in mist. And there it is, the Kazurabashi, an ancient relic. Made entirely of mountain vines, it's surprisingly sturdy. It's about 45 meters long and 14 meters high. Taking that first step onto the Kazurabashi is something else. Wooden planks with gaps show the river below, and it sways. With every step, the bridge moves, and you hold your breath. But then, you start to take in the view. You appreciate the ingenuity and the seamless blend with nature. It's an experience that stays with you, a breathtaking journey. After a day exploring the Iya Valley, there's nothing like returning to a traditional Japanese inn or ryokan. In the Iya Valley you can stay at Chiori, a beautifully preserved thatched roof lodge. Stepping inside is like stepping back in time. The building is over 100 years old with an irori fireplace, tatami mats and shoji doors. As the sun sets, enjoy a traditional kaiseki dinner with local delicacies. End your day soaking in the onsen, surrounded by nature. It's the perfect way to reconnect with nature and yourself. From the tranquil beauty of the Iya Valley to Gunkanjima or Battleship Island, abandoned for nearly 50 years, and now one of Japan's most haunted places. Once a bustling coal mining hub, it became a ghost town overnight in the 1970s. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a haunting reminder of Japan's industrial past. Stepping onto Gunkanjima is like entering a time capsule. The moment you set foot on the island, you're surrounded by the ghosts of its past. The air is thick with silence, broken only by the cries of seagulls and the distant crashing of waves. You can almost hear the echoes of children playing in the streets, of workers heading to the mines, of life as it once was. The tour takes you through the crumbling remains of the island's infrastructure. The apartment blocks, the school, the hospital, the cinema. You can peek inside some of the buildings, see the remnants of furniture, the peeling wallpaper, the toys left behind. It's a sobering reminder that people lived here, loved here, built their lives here. It's like they just vanished into thin air. As you walk through the ruins, you can't help but feel a sense of sadness, of loss. These buildings, these streets, they all have stories to tell. Stories of hardship, of community, of resilience. But they're stories that are slowly being lost to time as the island continues to crumble. But there's also a strange beauty to Gunkanjima, a haunting aesthetic that draws photographers and filmmakers from around the world. The way nature is slowly reclaiming the island, the crumbling concrete structures juxtaposed against the vastness of the sea, it creates a truly unique and unforgettable landscape. It's a reminder that even in decay there's a certain poetry, a reminder of the cyclical nature of life and the enduring power of nature. Gunkanjima isn't just a tourist attraction though, it's a place that holds a dark and complex history. During World War II, Korean and Chinese prisoners of war were forced to work in the mines here under brutal conditions. Many died from malnutrition, disease, and overwork. It's a part of the island's history that's often overlooked, but it's essential to remember the human cost of the industry that once thrived here. In recent years, there's been a growing debate about how Gunkanjima should be preserved and presented to the world. Some believe it should be left as it is, a natural monument to the passage of time. Others argue that more needs to be done to preserve the island's history, particularly the stories of those who suffered here. And let's not forget its pop culture impact. This place isn't just a historical site, it's become a bit of a legend. You might recognize it from the James Bond film Skyfall, where it served as the villain's lair. It's even featured in video games and anime. It seems like this eerie, abandoned island has captured the imaginations of people worldwide. So Gunkanjima remains a place of contradictions, a place of beauty and decay, of industry and abandonment, of historical significance and pop culture fascination. It's a place that stays with you long after you've left its shores, a reminder of the complexities of human history and the power of nature to both create and destroy. So there you have it, lads. From the volcanic wonders of Aogashima to the eerie silence of Gunkanjima, we've traversed Japan, uncovering hidden gems and diving deep into its rich history and culture. We've hiked through ancient forests, crossed swaying vine bridges, marveled at towering waterfalls, and explored abandoned ruins. It's been an adventure, hasn't it? But remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Japan is a land of endless surprises, and there are countless other hidden gems waiting to be discovered. For example, have you ever heard of Nara Dreamland, an abandoned theme park that's slowly being reclaimed by nature? Now that's a story for another time. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of Japan, give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures. And let me know in the comments which place you'd most like to visit. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.